You're watching a World Cup match. A player shoots. The ball hits the net. The crowd explodes. The commentators are screaming. The players are celebrating. It's a goal. Except maybe it isn't. Because in soccer, the ball crossing the line isn't always enough. A goal can be cancelled because of an offside that happened 10 seconds earlier. A foul nobody noticed in real time. A handball. Or a VAR review that suddenly changes everything. If you've ever watched soccer and thought, wait, why did they take the goal away? This video is for you. Let's break down exactly when a goal counts, and when it doesn't. Let's start with the simplest rule. For a goal to count, the entire ball must cross the entire goal line between the posts and under the crossbar. Not most of the ball. Not half the ball. All of it. If even a tiny part of the ball is still touching the line, play continues. That's why modern soccer uses goal line technology. Sensors and cameras can tell within seconds whether the ball fully crossed the line. No guessing. No arguments. Just a yes or no answer. So if the whole ball crosses the line legally, that's a goal. Right? Well, not necessarily. Because what happened before the ball crossed the line matters too. Let's talk about offside. This is the rule that confuses new fans more than anything else. The simple version is this. An attacking player can't just stand next to the goalkeeper waiting for a pass. When the pass is played, that attacker must have at least 2 defenders between himself and the goal line. Usually that's 1 defender and the goalkeeper. If he's closer to the goal than both of them when the pass is made, he's offside. And if he becomes involved in the play, the goal won't count. The important part is when the pass is made. Not when the player receives the ball. When the pass leaves the teammate's foot. That's the moment officials look at. Sometimes we're talking about inches. A shoulder. A knee. Part of a boot. And yes, goals have been disallowed at World Cups because of margins that small. It can feel harsh. But the rule is the rule. If the attacker was offside during the build-up, the goal comes back. The next reason a goal can be cancelled is a foul. Imagine a striker scores a beautiful header. The crowd celebrates. But then VAR shows that seconds earlier he pushed a defender with both hands. The referee checks the screen. No goal. Free kick to the defending team. The same thing happens with trips. Pulling shirts. Elbows. Blocking defenders illegally. If the attacking team commits a foul during the build-up, the goal can be wiped away. Even if the shot itself was perfect. Then there's handball. And this one causes arguments every single year. The basic idea is simple. Field players are not allowed to deliberately use their hands or arms to control the ball. If a player punches the ball into the goal, it's obviously not going to count. But many situations aren't that obvious. What if the ball accidentally hits an arm? What if the arm is away from the body? What if the player didn't mean it? That's where things get complicated. Modern soccer has detailed handball rules, but for beginners, here's the easiest way to think about it. If a player gains an unfair advantage from handling the ball before scoring, there's a good chance the goal is coming back. And yes, VAR checks these situations constantly. Which brings us to VAR. Video Assistant Referee. The 3 letters that make some fans happy and other fans furious. VAR exists to help officials correct clear mistakes. Every goal is automatically checked. Every single one. Even if you don't notice it. While players celebrate, officials are already reviewing the play. They're checking for offsides. Checking for fouls. Checking for handballs. Checking everything. Most reviews take only a few seconds. Sometimes they take longer. And that's when you see players standing around nervously waiting. Because nobody knows whether the goal is about to stand or disappear. So here's the full picture. For a goal to count, the entire ball must cross the line. The attacking team can't be offside. They can't commit a foul during the build-up. They can't score illegally with a handball. And if something looks suspicious, VAR may review it. That's why you'll sometimes see a stadium celebrate twice. Once when the ball goes in, and again when the referee points to the center circle. Because that's the moment everyone knows the goal is officially a goal. Not just a goal that happened. A goal that survived the review. And in modern soccer, those are not always the same thing. That's goals. Next video, we'll explain one of the most misunderstood rules in sports. Offside. The rule everyone complains about, and almost nobody fully understands. See you in the next one.